All right. So just got done working, taking a little bit of a break. I think I'm ready to start pushing myself. It's been 4 days. I've managed to bump $150 or more each day. So that's a good sign. That means I'm able to keep my focus on that, like the signal that I've been clinging on to with my mind it's able to hold on to it longer. So tomorrow we're gonna try pushing for 6 a.m. I'll go to Fred Meyer, get the breakfast. I'll eat till 6:30. Grab a coffee too, maybe. Eat till 6:30, and then from there I'll start working and uh, writing, maybe reading, drawing. Probably drawing. I need to do. I need to start doing that. Start with writing as well. We'll do hand call it handiwork, where I do basically stuff with my hands. I'm gonna scroll all the way up on the book just to make sure that I read through most of it. Pretty sure I did. Okay. Read. Yeah. Yeah. Once I'm done reading the bulk material of this book, then that'll be the end of this book, and I'm gonna go on to. I'm thinking astrology because the one thing I noticed about today's astrology, like in the newspaper headlines and stuff, is it's based on like the day or the month or the year that was born. So totally arbitrary. Has nothing to do with anything besides your birth, which has, I mean, everything to do with your life. But anywho, but a newspaper is not going to tell you how your behavior is going to be. Like that doesn't make sense. You get to choose your behavior, and with enough experience, it becomes more evident. Um, and with suffering, it becomes more evident. Um, and that's something that I'll talk about another time. Once I've gone through what I'm calling the prologue of basically all this content that I have planned, um, I need to get through. I need to finish something. I haven't finished anything ever, so I'm gonna finish what I have planned. I'm gonna read all those OpenStax books. I'm gonna read the Bible, um, and then maybe a few extra books in between. But I need to get those done. That's the plan. So once I get my energy up even more, which comes from moving more, I got to just move. I need to move my body. So that's why I'm trying to push myself with the Instacart thing. Because if I can push myself with that, that's going to give me more energy for this stuff at night. Which I know doesn't sound like it makes sense because work can be exhausting, especially when I'm running around all the time. But I'm a big believer that of the growth mentality and the growth uh, experience, I guess, where the idea is each day, the goal is to push myself just a little bit further than I pushed myself the day before. And by pushing my boundaries like that, that broadens, I don't know, that broadens my experience. It broadens who I am. It broadens my ability to adapt to different situations. Like, I'm a lot more calm in emergency situations than I used to be. I still have my issues, but it takes a lot to get me to like freak out. Granted, I am quick to swear when something doesn't go my way. Not at anybody, not out of anger, just sort of out of habit. Um, I find that just talking or even screaming, just in the moment of that kind of suspenseful situation, is enough to completely relax me. So, although probably sound like if probably sounds hilarious to any bystanders who might be walking by, just like ah. I'm not the kind of person to like throw things or anything. I don't believe in breaking something, but a little grunt from here there seems to work out pretty well. At least that seems to be the thrower's motto for shot put. Scream real loud, it gets an extra couple feet. Not sure if that's ever true. But, All right, let's get to Crystal Bible. This is the last part of this. And then I'll do, at the end of this, I'll browse for a book on astrology. All right, crystal shapes. Crystals come in all shapes and sizes. Some have natural facets and points. Others are rounded and smooth. Some form clusters. Others stand alone. There are crystals that are formed in layers, and others that are formed in bubbles. Some occur naturally. Others are artificially cut to a precise shape. Each shape has its own attributes and application. Knowing how to use these different shapes opens the way to magical possibilities. For example, you can use the ability of quartz to store information rather as a computer does. Some shapes open a window into another world, past, present, or future, earthly or extraterrestrial. Others attract a soulmate or bring abundance into your life. A geode, with its cave-like center, gathers and holds energy, releasing it slowly, while a cluster radiates it out rapidly in all directions. These shape-specific properties are relevant to how you choose and use your crystal. They can make all the difference between a crystal working brilliantly or not at all. A citrine cluster attracts abundance, but it may flow out again. However, the holding properties of a citrine geode enable you to keep hold of your money while a single point directs it in a specific direction. Crystal forms. Knowing the properties of different shapes of crystals, such as geodes and points, and being aware of the potential or particular facet shapes helps you to harness the unique power of crystals, especially the myriad forms of quartz. Certain forms are natural, while others have been cut to shape. Some of these artificial shapes mimic those found naturally. Many large, clear, or smoky quartz crystals are cut into tall pillar crystals or used as decorative items or healing tools. For instance, and special quartz facets that occur very rarely in their natural states can be recreated so that they are more widely available. Crystals seldom occur as perfect balls, but for centuries, quartz, obsidian, and beryl have been carefully shaped by hand as scrying tools. Seers gaze in their depths to ascertain the future, but balls have another function. They emit energy equally in all directions into the environment. Quartz-based crystals, in particular, have naturally occurring facets at their tips. There are usually 6 facets, which equate to the 6 chakras. From the base of the third eye, with the termination point representing the crown chakra and its link with the infinite. How a crystal grows is significant in esoteric crystal lore. Quartz crystals that are cloudy at the base and become clearer as they reach. Hold on. Sorry, I got to draw something real quick while it's in my mind. I'm not going to show it though, because that would be dumb. But let's see if it does end up going somewhere. This video. Shoot. Dang it. Oh my gosh. The one device I have a password that's completely different than everything else. Okay, so let's go to Zoom. Sign in. Sign in. Sign in. More. Whiteboard. And then let's do new. And just sorry, so eventually I will post this. Maybe after once I'm done reading everything, once I've completed the prologue to everything that I want to get done and proven that I can get this started, then we'll start the main body of basically the story. So whiteboard there. So what this will do is this will just basically verify that I'm on track. This will tell me this is like a long-term goal. So when I go to look at it again, it'll be kind of fun to see that. So, all right. Okay. Okay, that should do it. Cool. I just wanted to get that down now um, because it's a long-term goal. It might be a while before I think about it again, but if I can just look back at it, that'll help keep me. That should help keep me on track because that's something I've been thinking about for a while. Probably the last 6 months, I've had ideas about it, but this is the first like practical um, design I've imagined for it. So, all right, let's see. A crystal pillar or large point with flaws or occlusions can point to a traumatic or wounding period in life. The dross has to be cleared in order for consciousness to evolve. Quartz crystals that are totally clear are symbols of alignment with cosmic harmony. Keeping one of these crystals with you aligns your energies to the spiritual realm. While specific facet shapes are most obvious on large crystals, even the smallest quartz point may have a window formed out of the facets. A left-facing parallelogram window shape will take you back into the past. Facing the opposite way, the same shape will take you forward to the future. A different contoured window will help you to channel or to transmit healing energy over long distances. There are record keeper crystals that hold the wisdom of the ages engraved on their sides. Meditating with these venerable stones accesses universal knowledge. A soulmate crystal, on the other hand, attracts and holds on to the true love. If your crystal has rainbows in it, it is a sign of joy and happiness. Rainbows are caused by thin fractures within the stone. A rainbow crystal can be used to alleviate depression, and hydros are crystals that contain bubbles of liquid that is millions of years old. They are a symbol of the collective unconscious that underlies and unites everything. Each crystal shape has a specific use in healing. Wands sharply focus energy and may stimulate points on the body or draw off negativity. Crystals with terminations at both ends help to break old patterns and can integrate spirit and matter. A crystal egg detects and corrects energy imbalances. A single point focuses energy into a beam. A square consolidates it, and a sphere emits energy in all directions. The following pages show you how different crystals, used wisely, can make excellent healing tools. Point. Many crystals have points, some large and some so small they can hardly be seen with the naked eye. Points may be natural or artificially shaped. A single crystal point has a definite faceted point end, and the other end tends to look ragged where it has been separated from a cluster base. A single crystal point is often used in healing, pointed away from the body. It draws off, pointed inward, channels energy to the body. Double termination. Double terminated crystals have definite points in both ends. Some are natural and others artificially shaped. A double termination radiates or absorbs energy at both ends simultaneously, channeling it in two directions at once. A stone of balance, a double termination integrates spirit and matter and can provide a bridge between two energy points. These crystals are useful in healing as they absorb negative energy and break old patterns, which can assist in overcoming addictions. They can also be used to integrate previously blocked parts of the self. Placed on the third eye, double terminations can enhance telepathy. Cluster. A cluster has many points bedded but not necessarily fixed into a base. The crystal may be small or large. Clusters radiate energy out to the surrounding environment and can also absorb detrimental energy. They can be programmed and left in place to do their work. They are especially useful for cleansing a room or other crystals, in which case the crystal should be left overnight on the cluster. Geode. A geode is contained within an outer form. When opened, it is hollow with many crystals pointing inward. Geodes hold and amplify energy within themselves. Due to their rounded cave-like shape and numerous terminations, they diffuse the amplified energy, softening the energy but not neutralizing it, allowing it to flow out slowly if required. They are useful for protection and aid spiritual growth. Geodes assist in breaking addictions and are beneficial for an addictive or overindulgent personality. Naturally occurring long point. This crystal focuses energy in a straight line. It is often mimicked in purpose-made crystal wands. It is used extensively in healing or ritual work. It will rapidly transmit energy if pointed toward the body, or draw it off if turned away. Phantom. A phantom crystal appears ghost-like within the body of a larger crystal. Owing to the method of its formation, a phantom is absorbed learning over eons of time, putting the past into perspective. It points the way toward growth and evolution and is helpful in overcoming stagnation. Each has a specific meaning, depending on the type of crystal. Ball. Balls are usually shaped from a larger piece of crystal and may well have planes or flaws within them. They emit energy in all directions equally. Used as a window to the past or future, they move energy through time and provide a glimpse of what is to come or what has been, a practice called scrying. Square. A square crystal consolidates energy within its form. It is useful for anchoring intention and for grounding. Naturally occurring square crystals, such as fluorites, can also draw off negative energy and transform into positive. Pyramid. A pyramid-shaped crystal has four sides on a base, but the base itself may be squared off if the crystal is natural rather than artificially shaped. Naturally occurring pyramid-shaped crystals, such as apophyllite, amplify and then tightly focus energy through the apex and are suitable for holding manifestation programs. Pyramids can also be used to draw off energies, negative energies, and blockages from the chakras, replenishing with vibrant energy. Artificially shaped pyramids are available in the abundance of materials. They enhance and focus the inherent properties of the crystal. Oh my gosh, I just thought of something so interesting. Egg. Egg-shaped crystals confine the shape energy and can be used to detect and rebalance blockages in the body. The more pointed end is a useful reflexology or acupressure tool. They make excellent hand comforters to use in times of stress. Amorphous. Amorphous crystals such as obsidian have no particular shape. Energy flows rapidly through an amorphous crystal as it has no rigid internal organization. They are strong acting and instant in their effect. Layered. Layered or plate-like crystals such as lepidolite are helpful for working on several levels at once as they spread energy out in layers. Their energy can assist in getting to the bottom of things. Tabular. A tabular crystal has two wide sides, resulting in a flat crystal which may be double terminated. Many tabular crystals have notches in them that can be rubbed to activate the information contained within the crystal. Energy flows freely through a tabular crystal, which offers little resistance. It removes confusion, misinterpretation, and misunderstanding, and is an excellent aid to communication at all levels, both inner and outer. It is said that a tabular crystal is the finest tool for communication with other realms and healing. A tabular crystal links 2 points, bringing about perfect balance, and they can be used to enhance telepathy. This crystal activates other crystals. Celestial. An celestial has many natural terminations that fold over a multi-layered crystal. It has gently flowing energy that removes blockages and fear, balancing the polarities and opening the way to necessary change. Sustaining and comforting, it is helpful in overcoming emotional burdens and in connecting to the eternal self. This crystal can take you into other lives to understand your karma or deep into yourself to give an insight into the spiritual process at work. Occlusion. An occlusion is usually formed from the deposit of another mineral within a quartz crystal. It is a cloudy spot or patch, depending on the mineral. Minerals may also be deposited on an external face and through show through when viewed from the other side. An occlusion radiates the energy of the mineral, focused and amplified by the quartzes surrounding it. Abundance. An abundance crystal contains one long quartz crystal with many small crystals clustered around its base. Its function is to attract wealth and abundance into your life. It is best positioned in the wealth corner of your house or business, the point at the farthest rear left of the front door. Generator. A single generator crystal has 6 facets, meeting equally in a sharp point. Though a large or small, this powerful crystal is the optimum shape for generating energy. A generator crystal optimizes healing energy. It aids focus and clarity of attention. A generator cluster is very large with many long points, each of which can be programmed for a specific purpose. A generator cluster brings a group together in peaceful harmony. Each person can have a point programmed specifically for them. It is extremely useful for generating healing energy and is often placed in the center of a healing group. Manifestation. A manifestation crystal is a rare and precious thing. One or more small crystals are totally enclosed by a larger crystal. When you are absolutely clear as to what you want to manifest, this crystal will aid you, especially if it is carefully programmed. If you have any ambivalence or confusion over what you want, or are asking for purely selfish reasons, the crystal cannot work. The manifestation crystal can also be used to stimulate creativity and original thought, promote visualization, and invoke planetary healing. It is an excellent crystal for group work and functions to its highest purpose when programmed for the good of all. Cathedral quartz. Cathedral quartz is a cosmic computer that contains the wisdom of the ages. It is a light library, holding a record of all that has occurred on Earth. Many of the cathedral quartzes are extremely large. The one pictured here is longer than a forearm. Even a small piece will give you the information you need. However, parts of this book were written with the assistance of a palm-sized cathedral quartz natural generator studded with bridge crystals. Cathedral quartz may appear to be composed of several convoluted or separate pieces, but these are in fact all part of the main crystal, which has multiple terminations with at least 1 point at the apex. The light library can be accessed by meditating with a cathedral quartz. It aids attunement to the universal mind and acts as a receptor and transmitter for group thought, which is raised to a higher vibration through contact with the pure energies of the crystal. It also provides access to the Akashic record. It is believed that cathedral quartz makes itself known every 2,000 years to aid the evolution of consciousness by raising thought to a higher vibration. Cathedral quartz can be programmed to bring about a better world. Placed over the side of pain, cathedral quartz has been found to bring significant relief. Record keeper. A record keeper crystal has clearly etched pyramid shapes on its side or sides. Sometimes these shapes are separated so that the face is covered with triangles. Others show only one, and some are grouped around each other in a chevron pattern. These crystals are often, but not necessarily, clear quartz. They symbolize the perfect harmony of mind, body, emotion, and spirit, and the all-seeing eye. Record keepers hold the imprint of all that has gone before and are portals for spiritual wisdom. Discrimination and integrity are needed when working with a record keeper. Place with a triangle on the third eye. This crystal can be meditated on with to access the personal or collective past or reattune to your own wisdom and to facilitate insights for evolution. The crystal can be held and gently rubbed with a finger over the pyramid, which will open the book. Record keepers are an excellent way to explore your inner self. They can act as a catalyst for growth and aid in removing obstacles to progress. Re-energizing your whole being, they can prevent burnout. Etched. An etched crystal looks as though hieroglyphs or cuneiform writing have been inscribed on its faces. Used when meditating, this crystal takes you back to the ancient civilizations to access wisdom and knowledge of past lives. It can be extremely useful in attuning to spiritual training and initiations carried out at that time. Reawakening inherent skills and healing abilities, it is said that an etched crystal is a personal crystal and should be used by one person only, but appropriately cleansed and reprogrammed before and after use. It can skillfully guide another soul consciously to access their own past knowledge. It is especially helpful in past life therapy when going to a time before disease or destructive emotional patterns set in, so that the regressee can feel what it was like to be without these heavy burdens, facilitating recovery of the state of inner perfection. Scepter quartz. A scepter quartz is a large central rod around one end on which another crystal formed. Scepter quartz is also available in a smaller form in which the quartz rod has a distinctive ridge and wider top and has a reversed scepter in which a small crystal or opaque point emerges from a large base stone. Large scepter quartz is a very special stone used as a meditation tool. It links into the wisdom of the ages and facilitates channeling high vibrations. Generating and amplifying energy, scepter quartz is an excellent healing tool, as it directs healing to the core of a problem or to the center of the subtle bodies. Disease is dissolved and energies restructured at the physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual levels as appropriate. It is particularly useful where energy has to be transmitted in a specific direction. Hold on a sec. Ouch. Okay. All right. And let's see. Legend has it that these stones were used as a symbol of spiritual authority in Atlantis and Lemuria, and that they have reemerged to bring crystal power to the present day. A natural lingam that they can be used for fertility problems and to balance male and female energies. Reversed quartz scepters transmit healing energy, cleanse it, and then return it to the healer. They free the mind from false illusions and bring it to a point of stillness. Other crystals may be found as scepters. Long and delicate natural selenite wands are sometimes attached to another crystal to form a powerful healing tool that resonates at a high frequency and imparts deep wisdom and ancient knowledge. A selenite scepter can be used to cut out diseased or damaged parts of the etheric blueprint that carry the imprint of past life wounds from the physical or emotional level and have impinged on the present life body. Time Link Activator. Time Link or Activator crystals can be found in two forms, right and left, from the unique helical atomic structure of quartz. A small parallelogram forms a window that inclines to either right or left. This formation teaches that time is an illusion and that we use to organize our experience while on Earth, but that in reality there is no time as we know it. A left inclined time link takes you into the past to explore other lives and the spiritual dimensions, and a right inclined time link takes you to an apparent future or futures, showing that the future is what we make it. Some crystals display both. Matched pair of activator crystals is an excellent tool for synthesizing the left and right hemispheres for the brain and can be used to heal disorders on different sides of the body, especially those caused by brain damage or dysfunction. A left inclined activator treating problems on the right and a right inclined reversing disease on the left. Activators can also be used to align the chakras, right inclined treating the chakras from the back and left inclined from the front of the body. Diamond window. Flat faces at the top of the crystal are called windows. Windows may form in a diamond shape, some large, some small, which facilitate clarity of mind and the organization of information received from different levels of being. Gazing into a diamond window that takes you deep inside yourself or enables you to read the information for someone else. A true diamond window is large and connected to the apex and the base. But even small diamond windows can assist the balance between the spiritual and the material worlds, facilitating living in everyday reality while at the same time being connected to a greater reality. Diamond windows provide a doorway into other levels of being and a deep connection with the self. They reflect the inner state of being and causes of disease and can help to find a missing person's whereabouts of surroundings if a strong enough picture of the person is projected into the center of the diamond. Self-healed. A self-healed crystal has many small terminations where it has been broken above its base and has then healed the break by lying down fresh crystals. A wound healer, this crystal has an impressive knowledge of self-healing, which it is happy to share. It teaches how to heal and become whole again, no matter how damaged and wounded one may have been. Ancestral timeline. An ancestral timeline crystal has a very flat edge going up from the base of the crystal toward the apex. It frequently has a fault line showing exactly where the family pain is located and how far back into the ancestral line it goes. Attuning to this crystal brings the source of the family disease to the surface so that it can be healed, and the healing can then be sent back through the generations to a point before the disease manifested. This transforms the whole family line, sending its benefits forward into the future generations. Gateway, aperture. A gateway or aperture crystal has a cup-shaped depression within it that is large enough to hold liquid. Gazing into the liquid center provides a gateway to other worlds and enables one to travel through past, present, and future. It is an excellent stone for preparing a gem elixir that aids spiritual vision and psychic faculties. Key, aperture. A key crystal has an indentation or aperture in one of its sides, which narrows as it penetrates the crystal. This indentation is usually not necessarily 3 or 6-sided. It provides a doorway to unlock parts of the self that are normally kept hidden or to access hidden information of any kind. Meditating with one of these crystals reveals what is being hidden from you, especially by your subconscious mind, sweeping away illusion. It is an excellent tool for letting go of anything that holds the soul back and for tie cutting. Life path. A life path crystal is a long, thin, clear quartz crystal with one or more absolutely smooth sides. This crystal accesses your life purpose and helps you go with the flow and follow your bliss, leading you to your spiritual destiny. This stone teaches you to follow what your soul, not your ego, wants. Spiral quartz. A spiral quartz has a distinct twist down its axis and is beneficial for maintaining balance at any level. It draws universal energy into the body and anchors it during meditation. This crystal can stimulate the rise of Kundalini through the chakras, clearing any energy blockages that impede the rise of Kundalini energy. Sheet quartz. Sheet quartz is laid down as a clear, flat layer, often between two crystals. It provides a window into other dimensions, facilitating communication, and it accesses the Akashic record. It can be used to contact relevant past lives and to go deep within the self. This crystal encourages the fullest use of psychic potential, stimulating the third eye and enhancing visualization and spiritual vision. Used in meditation, it takes you to a place where answers can be found. Companion. A companion crystal has two crystals entwined and partly growing in each other, or a small crystal that grows out of the main crystal. Occasionally, one crystal will totally surround another. Companion crystals are nurturing and provide enormous support, particularly during difficult times. They can help you to understand a relationship better and to recognize how one partner can best support the other. Soulmate, Tantric Twin. A soulmate crystal does exactly what its name suggests, draws a soulmate to your side. Although this soulmate may not be a sexual partner, soulmate crystals or tantric twins are a pair of crystals approximately the same size, growing from a common base. Joined together along one side but with distinct and separate terminations, tantric means union of energies. Soulmate crystals are beneficial for all kinds of relationships. The closer they are in size, the more harmonious we will be the partnership. These stones have a powerful message concerning the bonding of two people into a close and intimate relationship. They teach how to be unique and separate while united in equal partnership. To be in a successful union, you need to be comfortable with yourself. If not, you will project your unresolved issues onto your partner. Tantric twins help you to truly to know and accept yourself. As a result, interdependence and deep intimacy with another person are possible. A twin crystal of unequal-sized sections is useful when working on a relationship as mother-daughter, father-son, employer-employee. It helps more unconditional love to manifest in the situation and brings the two people in greater harmony. If you are fortunate enough to find a soulmate or tantric twin quartz crystal that has vivid rainbows across the intersection, then your relationship will be particularly harmonious. You will find a true soulmate. Place your soulmate crystal in the relationship corner of your house or bedroom, the farthest right from the door. A true tantric twin crystal has two absolutely identical crystals aligned side by side. It is an excellent stone for two people working together as equals, whether spiritually or materially. They can also be used to harmonize and integrate the different levels of the self. A double terminated tantric twin is the perfect stone for ascension, raising your vibration. It brings the higher self into line with the soul's purpose. Damn. Hold on. A true tantric twin crystal has two absolutely identical crystals aligned side by side. It is an excellent stone for two people working together as equals, whether spiritually or materially. They can also be used to harmonize and integrate the different levels of the self. A double terminated tantric twin is the perfect stone for ascension, raising your vibration. It brings the higher self into line with the soul's purpose. Barnacle. A barnacle crystal has many small crystals covering or partially covering a larger crystal. A large crystal is said to be the old soul, whose wisdom attracts the younger crystals. It is a useful crystal for meditating on family or community problems, and for people who are employed in service industries. It provides a cohesive group energy that enhances common purpose and promotes working together. It is said to be an extremely comforting crystal after the loss of a loved one. Bridge. A bridge crystal shows out of another larger crystal. As its name suggests, it bridges gaps and brings things together. It can be used to join the inner and outer world, the higher self with the ego, or yourself with another. It is helpful for public speaking, especially when trying to communicate new ideas. Cross. A cross formation has one crystal at right angles to another, usually larger crystal. Stabilizing you within yourself, it opens to the multiplicity of worlds and facilitates spiritual study. This formation removes energy implants and clears and activates any chakra. Buddha. A Buddha crystal is distinguished by a formation closely resembling a Buddha sitting in the crystal's upper quadrant. It occurs in clear crystals such as quartz and danbarite, and is an excellent crystal for enlightenment and deep meditation, especially by a group taking it to the highest levels of awareness. A Buddha crystal assists in treading your path and acts as a guide in the physical, mental, and spiritual worlds. This crystal facilitates the transfer of ancient wisdom from the east into the pineal gland, and from there into consciousness. Channeling. A channeling crystal has a seven-sided facet at the front of the termination and a triangular face on the opposite side. As its name suggests, it channels healing energy and or information from higher sources, and then assists in expressing what is learned. Channeling crystal can facilitate trance channeling, but should only be used by those who are experienced in such matters. Transmitter. A transmitter crystal has two seven-sided facets with two perfect triangles between them. They can be used to send long-distance healing for energy or thought transmissions. Linking to the purest possible vibrations, they open the intuition and attract wisdom and communication from higher realms. Trans-channeling. A trans-channeling crystal combines the channeling and the transmitter crystals. It has rare formation of three seven-sided facets, between each of which is a perfect triangular face. This is said to be a highly creative crystal, which is dedicated to the service of humankind, and which can access the highest personal and collective wisdom, bringing intuitive awareness into any situation. Seer stone. A seer stone is a natural water-polished stone that is cut to reveal an inner world. This is an excellent aid to scrying, as it shows past, present, and future, and can take you deep into your own inner self. It is also said that you can program a seer stone to take you back to a specific time frame to access its knowledge. Isis, goddess. Sorry, the drain is finally taken a bit out. I don't feel so bloaty. The Isis crystal has a dominant face, which is five-sided, with a tall, sharp point, rather like an arrowhead. This crystal is extremely useful for healing anything that is broken, body, mind, emotions, or spirit. It can be used to integrate spiritual energies into the emotional body, bringing in more balanced and joyful emotions, and to ameliorate over-identification with the suffering of others. The crystal can take you deep into your own heart for healing, insights, and acceptance. Helpful for men who want to get more in touch with their feeling nature. It can also assist sensitive children to stabilize their nature. An Isis crystal is beneficial for anyone who is facing transition, especially to the next world. Wands. Wands are the traditional healing tools of shamans, healers, and metaphysicians. The magic wands of myth and legend, they are believed to have been used by highly evolved crystal healers of Atlantis, and many practitioners today believe that wands from those far-off times are surfacing once again, complete with their powerful programming. Wands have the ability to focus energy tightly through their tip. Most wands are artificially shaped but naturally formed. Long pointed crystals such as the powerful laser quartz are excellent healing tools. The healing ability of wands is vastly expanded when programmed with intent. When using a wand, it is important consciously to allow universal healing energy to flow in through your crown chakra, down your arm to the hand holding the wand, and then into the wand where it is amplified and passed into the patient. Using your own energy for this purpose, it is short-sighted and inefficient, as you will become weak and depleted and need healing yourself. Quartz wand. A long, clear quartz wand, whether natural or shaped, emits both positive and negative energy. It strongly amplifies energy and focuses this where it is needed, or draws it off and dissipates it as appropriate. Quartz can be used to reach the underlying cause of disease and to transform it. It points to and then treats areas of blockage or weakness in the physical body or the aura. Laser quartz. Laser quartz is a naturally formed long, slender quartz crystal that tapers toward the termination, which has very small faces. Its sides are often slightly curved, and it is an extremely powerful instrument that should be used with caution. It should never be randomly pointed at anyone else, and it must be used only with clarity of intention. If this advice is followed, it is an amazing healing tool. A laser quartz focuses, concentrates, and accelerates the energy passing through it into a tight beam that acts like a laser. Suitable for psychic surgery, it stimulates acupuncture points and can reach tiny structures deep within the body, such as the pineal and pituitary gland, or perform precision work on the physical or subtle bodies. This wand can detach entities or attachments and ties to other people and cuts away negativity of all kinds. It provides powerful protection for the aura and physical body. At a mental or emotional level, it removes inappropriate attitudes, outmoded thought patterns, and energy blockages. Tourmalinated quartz. A quartz wand with strands of tourmaline running through it is extremely effective for anyone who is buttoned down tight. Whether from stress or trauma, it gently creates an opening for healing energy to flow into the body, realigning and re-energizing the meridians and the organs. It cleanses and replenishes the chakras and the aura, providing excellent protection. Tourmalinated quartz dissolves destructive patterns and behavior that has been carried forward from other lives and alleviates negativity from the present life that is becoming fixed and will pass on to future lives. It fills the gap with self-confidence and a sense of self-worth that prevents the negativity from returning. Tourmaline wand. Natural tourmaline wands are useful healing tools. They clear the aura, remove blockages, disperse negative energy, and point to solutions for specific problems. They are excellent for balancing and connecting the chakras. At a physical level, they rebalance the energy meridians. Oh, weird. I can totally feel that. Oh my gosh. It's not quite there yet, but I can actually feel that. That's crazy. Vogel wand. Vogel and Vogel type wands have a very precise vibratory signature. They have specially created identified facets with specific angles down the sides of a quartz wand to create a superbly efficient healing tool that has a very high and pure vibration. The powers and properties of Vogel wands vary with the number of faces. The shorter, fatter end is female and draws pranic energy, which is amplified as it spirals through the facets. The longer, thinner end is male and transmits energy out in a strongly focused laser-like beam. Vogels are excellent for connecting the chakras, removing attached entities, and removing negativity. They detect and rectify energy blockages and strongly cohere the energy fields around and within the body. Vogels need to be programmed and employed in a very precise manner, and they are best used after appropriate training. Fluorite wand. Fluorite wands are artificially shaped, most often from a mixture of green and purple fluorite. They have a wonderfully soothing energy and can be stroked over the skin to relieve pain and inflammation. Even a small wand will absorb an enormous amount of stress, and if not cleansed, may crack under the strain. It is often suggested that the wand be immersed in water to cleanse it, the water then being returned to the earth for transmutation of the pain. Obsidian wand. An obsidian wand is ideal in cases where there are negative energies within the emotional body that require removal, and the patient is ready for these to surface. Once they have been released, the obsidian wand then protects the aura and connects to the earth, pointing the way forward. Obsidian wands can also be used for diagnosis and location of blockages. Amethyst wand. An amethyst wand is the perfect tool for opening the brow chakra and activating the pineal gland to stimulate intuitive vision. It will also remove blockages from the sacral chakra and from the aura. It can be used to heal a weak aura and to provide protection. Rose quartz wand. A rose quartz wand is imbued with wonderful peace. It is excellent for calming emotional distress and for healing a broken heart, but it works equally well for any state of agitation or anxiety. A racing pulse is quickly normalized and raised blood pressure returns to normal under this stone's gentle influence. If the chakras are spinning erratically, rose quartz will instantly stabilize the energy and bring things into harmony. Smoky quartz wand. Smoky quartz is an excellent crystal for grounding negative energy and providing protection. Uh-oh. Oh, sorry. Got lightheaded for a second. A smoky quartz wand grounds the energy of the base chakra by linking it to the earth chakra beneath your feet. It purifies this chakra in the etheric body and neutralizes the effect of any geopathic stress. It can be used anywhere on the body where negative energy needs to be removed. Selenite wand. Selenite wands have a very pure vibration. They can be used to detach entities from the aura or to prevent anything external from influencing the mind. All right, that's it. I'm going to call that good for that book. That was The Crystal Bible by Judy Hall.